Hey everybody, Tony Ray here, and some of you know that I started collecting cast iron, old cast iron, and restoring it, and just become a hobby lately that I've really enjoyed getting into. And I found some old pans at flea markets, and a friend of mine from Texas sent me a couple of pans, and so I thought I would, some of you folks have asked, I thought I'd show you how I do the lye tank to clean the crud off of all of your old cast iron. It won't get the rust. That's a whole nother process. I can tell you that in another video. But anyway, to start with, this is a 15-gallon tote, something with a lid on it. And you notice I'm outside on the back of our property out here. I'm in the shade. But the hotter the better, and I might move this over into the sun after I add the lye to it. So what you're going to have, I got a 5-gallon bucket of water. And this is my pans. I'll talk about that in a minute. So here's what you're going to need. Eyeglasses, for sure. Some of these gloves right here, something to stir up the lye with to activate it. And if you can get in on this, lye is hard to find, 100% lye. So locally, about 3 miles up the road, we have a great Ace Hardware in Goodlettsville, Tennessee, and you can get this. And this is the last one left. And so you want 100% lye. And I forgot who makes this one. Anyway, it's actually a drain opener, but it's 100% lye. So what you want to do not pour the lye in a dry container. So I got 5 gallons of water. We'll see how much that, where it feels. I may have to go over there and pour some more. Probably will. Probably 10 gallons. So let me pour that, and then we'll pause a minute. And we'll be right. I had to pause it for a minute because my tank, I thought, was going to work and had a hole in it, so I had to switch it out. This one's not quite as big, but I've already poured 5 gallons of water in here, so I don't think it's going to hold 5 more because the container's a little bit fine. Yeah,
I think those are 13 gallons.
That's 10 gallons of water. Okay, so, and I've got a top for this too because you want to cover it up. So right now, 10 gallons of water. This is I think 16 ounces of lye. Let me get my glasses on. Yeah, so that's 1 pound. So let's be careful with this because this will burn you, as most of you people who do this know. And it is caustic, and I probably should have a mask on, but I'm outside, so it's not too bad. We're going to go with about 3/4 of lye. Probably should just go ahead and put it all in there because I've got more pans to do. I'm just going to put the whole thing in there because lye does not go bad. And now you want to stir this up. Just go to the bottom, take you a paint stick or something, anything. Stir it up really good on the bottom.
Put your gloves on.
Put my gloves on, as my wife says. So anyway, I've got a long glove here for putting the pans in like this. So stir that up and it'll fizz a little bit. And people ask, what do you do with the lye after you finish with it, the tank, the water? You can neutralize lye with vinegar. I think maybe a half a gallon or gallon, I don't know the exact measurements. And then you can pour it out somewhere. So now, there's my lye tank. That's all it is to it, really. Put that in there. Now, my first piece that Patty found is a 12-cup Turk Head muffin pan. And it's actually it's pretty old. It's also got gate marks on it right here. And gate marks means that it's probably 1800s to the 19th century, 1900s. And it's really old. We don't know exactly how old it is, but we're gonna put this one in first. So you just take it and you just dip it down in there and you let it go to the bottom. Okay? That's all you got to do. Now this pan here is a Lodge number 5, made in the USA, so made after 1960. It's given to me by a buddy from East Texas, Mark Green. think they belonged to his grandmother, and he knew I collected, so he sent me this in the mail. So I'm going to completely redo this one. It's not too bad. I cleaned it up, but I'm going to go ahead and clean this. And so you can put more than one pan in there. This is not a very big tank, so normally I'd do something bigger, but I didn't have one.
Mean tub.
Now this is a Lodge number 8, 3-notch. 3 notches here, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. And I cleaned it a little bit, but I couldn't get it out, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in the Lye tank. This is also a gift from Mark Green from East Texas, and to add to my collection. I have more pans, but I'm just going to do these 3 just for this demonstration. So we're going to lay this one in there, put it in the Lye tank. Make sure they all get covered up really well. Now, that's really all it is to it, but that water, I already see it's bubbling. It's already, because lye gets really hot. And we'll leave this in here until tomorrow, probably the same time, and we'll check it and see if it needs any more, if it needs to go back in. So once that's done, you take them out, clean them up with a wire brush or whatever, like steel wool, and then start your seasoning process. And that's a whole nother deal, and I'll do a video on that later. You can find videos on that all over the internet. Anyway, let's recap. Here's the lye. You can get it at a hardware store, Ace Hardware here. Lowe's and Home Depot do not carry this. Probably EPA or something like that. But this works really well. I already see it working. It's already turning brown. And basically that's pretty much it. We'll check back and see how they look tomorrow, and I'll do another video for you. Thanks for watching.